Action. Sophie Launa.
Welcome, and together we are Sophie Launa Wellness and Retreats.
Yes.
So thank you very much for taking some time to sit with us and listen to what we have, what we're doing, what we're aspiring to, and, sharing our vision. So we're excited to be part of this event, and we are grateful that you're here. So to start off, we'll tell you a little bit about our story. So Sophie, would you like to share a little bit of how we got this thing going?
Oh my goodness, it was a blur. It's a blur now, how fast it's grown. For myself, coming from AHS background, I decided to completely step away from that whole foundation and stability to embark on an adventure of Reiki and everything sound healing. And then I met this beautiful woman. She became part of my life. And it's only been really in the last 3 years that we've connected and really blossomed Solana to what it is today.
Yes. Sophie and I both had different businesses when we started on this little journey. I've been in the healing field, I guess, for over 10 years, but also it was my side hustle. It was part of my balance that I tried to keep while working for the federal government. So
Yes.
that being said, mental health took its toll and mama had to get out.
Yes.
And so that's when I met Sophie, and we really went, you know what, we work well together, let's do this. And so here we are. 3 years later, we've now been in business together for just about a year.
Just about a year anniversary.
And we're grateful to have our own studio in Airdrie, where we host all sorts of things from yoga to belly dancing to reflexology to energy and sound healing.
And Zumba
and
coming
Zumba.
up.
It's like
Zumba.
exciting.
And events.
Yeah.
Lots of events coming up too.
Yeah. So we've basically created a Solana Wellness Hub where we we invite our beautiful beings that are on the same path, same vision as us, to share the space that we are in, because it makes it so much easier for all of us to have a place to call home.
That's right.
And the energy is amazing here. And we also focus on community. So we want to help as many people as possible in what we're doing. And we have lots of people to do that with now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So yes, our story.
Anywhere from like expert to beginner. We want everybody to feel comfortable in this space.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a little tidbit on our story. Over the last year, we started in a space.
The little studio.
Yeah, our little studio, and we've grown into a wellness studio that hosts at least 30 people or more at times. So we're very grateful for that expansion, and the growth that we've seen and the need that we've seen is huge, and we know that we're doing the right thing. So
because now we're on the precipice of another expansion, needing more space because there's more people coming to us that need space.
That's right.
So
yeah, very much the like-mindedness of wanting to help others, and they just cross your path at the right time. Super excited about that.
Super no competitive vibe.
That's right.
Yeah, judgment-free zone.
Yes.
Everybody fits the mold. There is no mold.
There's no
The
mold.
mold is
We just
endless.
want people to be, and that's pretty much it.
Yes.
So our philosophy, so we'll move on to that, is about whole body wellness.
Yes.
So yes, there's a space for our doctors and all those different parts of our community. We bring in the whole body wellness. So we want to incorporate the energy healing with the complement of other things that people are doing, because we know they work really well together. And so it's important, especially therapies and things like that. People go to counseling sessions, they get all of this emotion out, and then they don't know what to do with it. So that's where we come in to help them get through those things and leave their body instead of holding on to them, and that's where sickness is created. So
Collaborated effort. Yeah.
whether all sides see that way, don't know, but that's the way we see it.
That's the way we're going forward. Yeah.
So it's our physical, spiritual, and emotional being that's being affected, and it's really showed some profound results.
Huge empowerment and moving forward. Yeah. for ourselves. It's our own journey, and we're just creating it and just letting that our heart be open and open to community.
That's right. Yeah, we are so grateful because we built a community, we have this hub going, and every time someone walks through the door, they're just like, it feels good in here. And we're grateful that that's how people feel when they come here. So that's what we were striving for. So we're grateful for that. And
given the opportunity and the space.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So we kind of went over our stories already, so I'm just
a little bit. Yeah, we have a little cue card over here.
We want to stick to a little bit of structure so that we don't miss anything, because we have so many cool things going on.
Because if you know us, and you'll get to know us, we do kind of sidetrack on things, and our humor comes in, and we get a little bit less focused on what we're doing. So this gives us a little bit of structure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
grateful for that.
Yeah. And being able to have a space where we can host others, we also get to do what we love, and that includes classes, training, one-on-one sessions, online sessions, so many different beautiful things. So we have, I'll check on our list here. I love lists, by the way.
And it keeps growing.
Yeah.
It's really
So we've got sound healing, which involves tuning forks, sound bowls, singing, so many things, gongs. There's so many parts to that. It's awesome. Awesome. Tuning fork therapy on its own is an amazing modality, and so Sophie is awesome at it. And she teaches people how to do it, and it's amazing because it gives you something to help yourself at home.
Absolutely.
And if you don't want to do it yourself, you can come to us and we will help you with that too.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
Also, cool thing to note is when we're doing sessions one-on-one, we have a really magical connection where we work on people together.
Absolutely.
Sophie and I have created something really like synergistic when it comes to working through Reiki healing, sound, and just overall well-being, because we bring both of our energy together and it creates this magic for people, and it's just
a huge surrender.
Yeah,
a huge surrender, and allowing just what is needing to be done in the moment.
That's right.
So it can be vast for every individual coming to us. It's never the same. It changes. The only constant is change, and we empower that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just know that that's part of life, and nothing's just gonna stay, because if it is, it's stagnant and you're not growing, right?
Well, and it's that comfort zone, right? Step out of your comfort zone. Do things that scare you, like your video this morning on fear, right? Fear and resistance is huge within all of us. So
it is.
Conquering that, you need a community to help you. You can do so much by yourself, but it will always come to community and bringing people together so that we can help each other, seeing different perspectives and moving forward and having that support.
And the really cool thing about that is we have workshops for all levels of spiritual growth. So you can not have a clue what we do and come and feel welcome.
Yeah.
And you can learn something.
Ask the questions. Ask the questions. Scared to ask the questions. Square.
Well, squares, whatever. That's a thing too. It's an old saying. I like it. Yeah. So
my past, I come from, I literally, when I was in kindergarten, completely shut down. Realized that today with my dad. He's like, yeah, you were on an autopilot since you were 5 years old.
Wow.
I was in kindergarten, and I went from coming from a Quebec French background, coming into the the world of English school. Everybody spoke English, and I just completely shut down. Did not want to ask questions. Complete autopilot from the age of 5 forward. Yeah.
So that's a whole lot of healing
that
you've done to get to this point even.
Yeah.
And knowing that this whole lifetime is about healing. You're never going to be fully healed.
No.
There's no perfection. It's just keeping on one step in front of the other, right?
And just finding that community where you feel like you don't need to put on a mask. You don't need to figure it out. You can just be.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what we're creating.
Yeah. And when people are willing and want to change, that's when they can bring that change.
Absolutely.
If they don't know how, we can help them. We can walk along with them. We're not better than anyone else. We just bring that stability, that container for people to be able to explore who they are and safely grow. instead of going into negative and really toxic things that they don't need, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, it's everybody's choice what they want to do going forward. So what we're looking at for our brand, we have a little bit of
we have
thoughts.
such a
Okay, we
beautiful
have a lot of
vision. And when you're open to that and you find that surrender, you let go of that fear and resistance, you're staring right in the face of productivity, of clarity, and creation.
Yes.
And I think that's where we're at. We're in that creation mode, and we're hoping and we're bringing in everybody that is part of that vision to make it come to life.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so the goal, I think we're going to try and include our little slideshow in here so you can have a look over it too if you'd like. So
Put a lot of work into it.
I know, it was really fun.
All professional.
Right? So currently, we'll go over currently, we provide individual and group wellness services to our community and surrounding areas. So we don't just stick to Airdrie, that's where we're from, by the way, if we hadn't mentioned that. But we help people in Calgary, Cochrane, Didsbury, wherever, Chestermere, Okotoks.
We are so mobile.
We even teach up north in Alberta, Peace River, and our goal is to go as far as
be flexible.
Anyone wants us to.
And not just in the yogi sense.
Right?
Extra flexibility.
Yes. And that's another thing to get back on, and yes, we'll get to that.
Yes.
But the yogi thing, we have so many beautiful practitioners that stepped in. If you don't know what yoga is or you've never done it, you're good because you got something for everybody.
Yes.
Everything from movement to spiritual connection to chair yoga to flexibility. It's all there. So if there's something you need to learn how to do, you just reach out and someone here will be able to help you.
Absolutely.
And if you don't know what that is, they'll help you figure it out.
We're very family friendly too, and very open to that, and kids yoga as well. Right.
Yes. So as we grow, which is light speed lately, we've only been in our big studio since May, and things are already starting to shift as we send out that creation mode.
Yeah.
And so we're in process of growing our brand to collaborate with businesses and government bodies to help others. We have a huge heart space for veterans, families, our local people, food banks, all that kind of thing, because we want to be able to help as many people as possible, and not everybody can pay for that kind of thing. So our goal is to bring in support systems to be able to help everybody, regardless of their income. So we're working on that. That's a thing in process.
And we welcome more in our direction.
Yes.
Yeah, to get us there.
Yes. And as we grow, we have this team. We're able to be out in the community more. We're participating in Airdrie Fest this year, and we've decided to get 2 booths so we can host all of our people in it, because we have quite a few. And it's amazing. So we're doing more outreach. We're trying to bring ourselves to the people instead of everybody having to come to us all the time, and to be able to be there and be part of our community more. So it'd
be nice to be part of the Western medicine side as well, right? Like AHS, bring it. Let's bring wellness back, whole body wellness.
That's right.
Because we all have our places, right? And we can help each other better as a whole than individually.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, and we are getting more familiar with even insurance coverage. So some people can get some coverage for Reiki if they have a wellness spending account, which a lot of people don't even realize is there. Not everybody has that.
That's true.
But thankfully we have a friend who's given us a cheat sheet, which helps us determine if they can at least try.
And other facets of grants and stuff too that we're going to look into to get subsidy.
Yes.
So that we don't have to charge a lot to pay the rent and just go more to the people.
That's right.
Bring what is needed for the people.
So yes, we have a lot of ideas and vision, and we're very much doers, and that's what's really exciting, because sometimes
Solana, let's explain.
Okay.
So we should have started with this.
Well,
but that's okay.
That's okay. So we combine our names, and so we put SOL-AUNA.
Yes.
Soul is like the sun, brings light, and it also brings energy, life force to our bodies, and it's just power, right? And then Ana means trailblazers and showers of the way. And so that was huge, because we're like, every time I talk
Every
about it,
time.
because it makes us humble and
Yeah.
it helps us realize like we're here to help, and it's just flowing. And this whole
It's so beyond ourselves. It's become beyond.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so every day it's such a reminder of why we're doing what we're doing, and it's empowering us every day to get up and do what we do, because it doesn't feel like work. Even though back end you got lots to do,
Yes.
it's still our dream and we're fighting for it because we know it's meant to be. And so we're here, it's developing, it's doing, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there's some more things that we have in mind. Oh, and I'm glad that we're able to talk about all the things. So we have some stepping stones. So we're opening multiple city center wellness hubs to provide community support and services. So that's one of our goals. We want to be able to spread the love. Not everybody can be in Airdrie. Not everybody can be in Northeast Airdrie. We want people to be able to spread the love a little bit and do what they can in the community. So by bringing in a crew here, we're able to send them out to help people. And it's not just us anymore, which is fantastic, because it takes a lot less work for many hands. I think that's somewhat like the saying.
That's beautiful. Well, the village
More hands
analogy,
makes
right?
light work.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
So we're grateful for that. So we see that already developing and shifting and changing as we go every day. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And the collaborations that we've come across and those little seeds that have been planted, to be able to, you know, work with companies to share what we do and enhance what they do. And it's really cool to be able to do that too. So that's where our partnerships with Western medicine come in, alternative health under one roof. Like, our goal eventually is to have a lot of practitioner rooms, so we can bring in the nutritionists, the acupuncturists, the doctors,
The doctors, the TNC.
you know, everyone who has a need and a want to help others and be in that whole body wellness model, so that we can have a space where all the things are in one place. You don't have to feel like, well, I can't go to my doctor or I can't go to the Reiki person, because they don't go together. They absolutely do, 100%.
They go hand in hand.
And it's just getting that awareness out there too, so that people know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I feel that's coming so much sooner than we
It's so
expect.
coming.
There's so many beautiful souls that have approached us already about doing just that. And they feel it too. So it's like this little magnet. It's coming in.
Yeah. The more you speak it into reality, the more it creates.
That's right.
And all those people are coming forward.
Yes.
So we're very grateful for that. And again, working through our fears and our resistance and just going for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the end of what we want to do, but I know a retreat center is definitely a vision that we have.
Huge future vision.
We want to have our hub in the city, of course, so that people have somewhere to go. We also want a retreat center where people can go away from the city and get better.
Even like the tiny home aspect and like self sustainability, community.
Yep.
That's a big vision
Yep.
for us. To take care, you know, of my mom. My mom's getting there. Your mom's getting there. Your dad.
Yep.
Creating those communities to compassionately care for each other again, and putting other people.
That's right. Bringing
within that
all of
circle.
our experiences and things that we're good at together and making a better way of living, because we're so isolated, and it's like
We're so close together.
bring it back.
Every house
We're trying
is
to bring it back.
next to each other, but we're so alone being so close together, right? So bringing that back,
Yes.
that fire.
Oh, and another thing that's really cool about our community connection is our ability to use a local pool here for some of our sound healing Friday nights.
Amazing therapy, weightlessness, heated pool. It's private, so you don't have to worry about too many people, and it's quite nice.
And then the end goal, of course, at the retreat center someday, is to have a salt pool, so that there's no chemical really in there. People can float easier and be able to just let everything go without having to worry about chlorine. Because unfortunately we have a few people that can't attend because of that.
Absolutely.
It's one of those barriers that we have to move through, but we're so grateful to have the opportunity to bring that to Airdrie, especially because there's nothing like that anywhere around, really, a private pool where you can just go and float and get healing. So Yeah.
And it's magical.
It's
if
so
you
magical.
haven't experienced it, you need to experience
Yes.
it. Put it on your bucket list.
That's
or your
right.
to-do list.
Yes.
Bucket list. You don't have to be at the end of life to have a bucket list.
I think
Well,
I like lists. So
yes.
a bucket list is good for me.
yeah, true enough.
Doesn't mean I gotta die at the end of the bucket.
That's right.
I just throw more stuff in the bucket.
Just more.
Just
yeah.
keep adding to the bucket.
It's just a weird feeling when you say bucket list.
True,
You're
true.
just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually created at the end of life,
Yeah.
and like, did I do all of this before I kicked the bucket?
right. Well, and on that note, one other thing on that list is we want to bring retreats to tropical places.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yes.
right
We're
now,
ready. I'm getting my passport.
finally,
I'm gonna get it. I've been saying that I need to go get
Mhm.
it.
we've been doing a goddess retreat. We did our second annual this summer.
Oh,
And we've done a few other types as
Magical.
well. And we want to be able to bring in more locations, more experiences, to be able to bring people together and just go and find out who they are. And that's so cool to be able to do that. And I feel like the connections we've made and the people that we're starting to work with, it's like falling into place.
it is.
You know, and so yeah, retreats are huge. Eventually, again, a retreat center. Until then, we're going to utilize the beautiful spaces and places
Absolutely.
that we have at our fingertips, or airplanes.
And Canada has so many. Even Alberta has so many places that are so magical
That's
in so many ways. So
Yes.
it's really nice. You don't
Mhm.
have to go
No.
out of your own country. You
No.
can create that peace here.
Mm-hmm. And something that reminds me of that is whenever I drive into the mountains and I see all the tour buses, I think those people came from another country to see what we have.
That's
that beautiful
right.
mountain area.
Mhm.
Why would we want to leave it?
Exactly. We
So-
can create so
Yes.
much zen within our own country.
Mhm.
You know, we need to bring that pride back
Mhm.
into our country.
Yeah, so we're slowly trying to keep ourselves from being too busy
Yes.
to explore and enjoy our local area. So we've decided to do paddleboarding Mondays.
Oh, so fun.
Yes.
So fun.
So we can pick a local
it.
spot around where we are and gather whoever can come and go on the water. And it's just
See, that sense of community
fantastic.
again. It's not
Mhm.
exclusion. It's very
That's right.
inclusive. It's very like open
Mhm.
to our community.
Yes. I mean, not everybody has a kayak or a
Exactly.
paddleboard,
Yeah.
but there's always a way, even if you have a little floaty from the store, whatever. It doesn't matter.
And there's another creative thought of bringing our sound pass to the water on our
Yes.
paddle boards and buying a nice
Mhm.
big platform and connecting all of the
Exactly.
little boats and doing some, oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
It has to happen.
It's already in my cart. It's just waiting for the funds.
Waiting for the funds.
Oh, but we have so many beautiful ideas, and they all
Yes.
just keep flowing and growing and coming to life, and we're so grateful for that.
Absolutely.
So I think, you know, we've really given you a little snapshot of what we're about. Is there
Absolutely.
anything
Was
you
that
can-
the main point for
Yeah.
all of this?
I
Good.
think so. I
Good.
hope so. we were meant to share what we're about and what our vision is. What are we
Yes.
doing here? I'm grateful that I don't have to do a 9 to 5. I do it 24/7, and I feel so good about it.
It's so funny. And where we began, where we
Yes.
were so broke, but loving it. We're the happiest we've ever been.
That's
like
right.
there's just
Can't
there's
ask for
so
better.
much conditioning that we have to work through and expectations and societal standards, right? To bring us here. To be at the point of like, who is Sophie? What does she actually want? Right? So this is the place.
Yep.
Absolutely. And if you've ever been in between Launa and myself, there, as Lena would say it, it's exciting!
That's what
Too
she'd
much-
probably do.
So much energy! She just gets so alive. Like, that's what we
Yes.
keep feeling. I'm like, well, we just feel that, right?
Mhm.
But
Yes.
hearing it from other people, it's like, oh, it's ecstatic. It's euphoric. It's amazing. It's a really
Yes.
good feeling.
It is. So, you know, yes, there's always going to be life outside of your bubble.
Always.
But learning to live in it or around it and make the best of it is basically our goal. We want to empower people to take their lives back and just be their true authentic selves and not have to put up with or be miserable. We want them to live their life as best they can with what they have and be grateful and know that they can do better every day. And life will get better every day if they choose to step forward and do what's needed.
And peel back those onion peels. Yeah.
Yep. That's
It's
the thing.
all layers.
So many layers.
So many layers. And then you think you're there, and there's more.
Yeah.
There's a hard one in the middle
Yes.
that you gotta crack.
You're
So,
never truly healed, guys. Ever. There's always something.
there's always something.
But that's the
That's
beauty
the
of
journey.
it.
It's
Yeah.
the journey, right?
Yep. And it's learning the tools to be able to deal with these things as they come in, because we need our light and our dark side to be in balance. You're always going to have the crappy end of the stick, and you're always going to have the great, awesome things.
So
It's
what if
learning
both
to
those sides
melt.
work together?
Exactly.
Now that is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That is unstoppable,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep. It gives you experience to deal with those dark things so that when
That's
other
right.
people are feeling like they're stuck in the mud, you know how to help them because you've been there. Or you could be there, but at least you know how to get out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
There is a way.
So again, thank you so much for sharing some time with us. We are grateful that
Well, yes, to Jen and
yeah.
Jesse and the foundation.
We'll post it on there.
We will post it. But so proud of what they're
something
doing.
in finances. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Jen.
Yes. But just love that whole energy of what they're creating going
Yes.
forward, right? And bringing pride to this country, to us, to
Yeah.
go forward.
Yes.
right?
So on that note, I think we can wrap up.
I think
have
so.
more to say.
I don't think so.
We could talk all day if you let us.
It could, and then the goofy side comes out.
Yes.
Which you did see a little bit.
But you know, there's nothing better than being yourself and being real. And people either love you or they won't, and that's okay.
That is okay.
So,
Solana Wellness out. We will see you soon. Mwah.
bye for now.
There.